Settle into the body, just checking in how the knees are feeling, how the legs are feeling, how the back is feeling. So if you need to keep the feet rounded and the knees bent, just to find a nice long spine, please do that. Main thing is have a nice long lifted spine. Doesn't really matter what the legs are doing, just as long as they're comfortable. Nice long breath in and a nice long breath out. You can let the hands just rest onto the thighs, or we could turn the palms up to the sky. And the fingers can be soft, or we can just bring a thumb and first finger together. So different fingertips are connected to different energy in the body, and energy meridians or nadis. So if you want to just move your thumb from fingertip to fingertip nice and slowly, and noticing how this feels as we come into the body. If you find our mind is really chattery, you might want to just land on the second little finger, which is our earthing, grounding mudra. You may just want to carry on moving from finger to finger. See where you want to land. As we inhale, feel a gentle rising of the energy from the base of the spine, lifting vertebrae by vertebrae, lengthening and lifting. We're not putting any tightness in, just feel a rising up right through the crown of the head. And the exhale, shoulders roll down the back. Feels okay, maybe closing the mouth and just breathing in and out through the nostrils and slightly closing the back of the throat. Just so we start to hear the sound of the breath. Like a little ujjayi breath, like an ocean breeze, a bit of a Darth Vader going on. Just allow the mind to rest in to this moment. Maybe asking the body, the mind, the heart, what it wants today from this practice. Just to set a little affirmation, to set a focus for the practice. If nothing comes to mind, maybe just be present and just celebrate this moment. What our bodies can do in this time in a healthy way, a safe way. Release the hands onto the legs, round the spine. The shoulders rolling forward, chin down. Just feel a nice stretch to the spine. As the chin comes down, we keep the spine rounded. Maybe just let the chin ease over to one side, just soften the shoulders down. And if you feel a little bit of tightness around the neck, just pause. Take the mind to that tight feeling, just let it soften with the breath out. And it feels nice to just change the left chin coming over to the side, just looking out for any tight areas and so we can breathe that tightness away. Breathe in softness. And just allow the body to just open up in a kind, gentle way. You can move from side to side or stay to one side. And then we're going to lift the spine, lift the head back in line. So feel lifting and rising. Draw the chin slightly forward and just turn the gaze or turn the face to the sky. Keep eyes closed just to bring awareness in. Just feel the rib kind of coming forward, the heart lifting, shoulders rolling back. Very gentle arching the back. You can stay nice and straight if it feels better on our back. Just some breaths here. We're going to stay long. We keep the face with the sky. We're going to breathe in and out here. And we're going to have some nice deep breaths. So we're going to stick the tongue out and heart out. Anything we don't need. Imagine like a little fountain of great energy, releasing any blockages, anything we don't need. And then we breathe in, suck the breath in your own time. And draw the face, lips back together, just let the head come back. I'm just going to turn the head to one side. Doesn't matter which side, I'm going to go to the left. So just don't worry, let the shoulders relax down, just turn the head just to stretch again to the neck, shoulders. Inhale to center and exhale to the side. Just keep moving from side to side, just exploring into how your neck is feeling. And if you find your mind is really busy, again, just bring awareness to the breath, breathing with sound, bringing a control to the front of the mind, landing here. We drop the chin down, again from shoulder to shoulder, but go slowly. Make sure this feels safe for the neck. Now we come back to center, let the one ear, one shoulder relax down to one ear relax down to one shoulder, and the other shoulder releases away, just stretch down the side of the neck. So we can just land here. If we want to have it a bit stronger, we can just let the hands rest on the side of the neck. So my head's coming to the left, I'm using my left hand just to rest on the side of the head, not forcing anything, but add a little bit more weight, that's all. We're not pushing or forcing. And then roll the right shoulder away, so we feel an extra stretch. Release the hand, and very, very slowly just come the head back to center, lift and rise. On the exhale, just let the other ear come down to the shoulder, relax the shoulders down, and just check in how this feels. And again, the hands can come over the side of the head. Not forcing or pushing. And then releasing the hands and slowly, slowly allow the head to come back up. Bring the hands behind the body, take the weight off the legs, maybe lengthen the legs for a moment. Just make sure the feet are okay. We can wiggle the toes, we can circle the ankles. And then we're going to cross the legs in the opposite direction. We connect the sit bones. I'm going to lift the arms to the sky, insert the fingers, turn the palms away. And then exhale, round the spine down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale to the left, stretching the body. Keep the right sit bone grounded. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the right. Left sit bone stays connected. Inhale to center. Turn the palms towards the head and round down. Arms come forward. Change the interlock of the fingers. Turn the palms away. Inhale, rising. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Turn and revolve the spines. Turn twisting to the left. Release the hands down. One to the front, one to the back. And lengthen the legs. So these can be bent. Make sure the back is quite healthy and happy. Nice long spine. Or legs can lengthen a little bit or a lot. Make this your practice. Inhale, rising arms. So center and exhale to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale into the side. Inhale, rising. Exhaling over. Inhale to center. Let the spine come down forward, so stretch the spine out. So the legs can be long or they can be bent. So find a way of stretching the back here. So nice supportive ways to keep the knees bent. Let the body rest on the thighs. You want to be a bit stronger. If the back feels okay, the legs can lengthen. And knees forward as we feel a stretch to the back of the calves and the back of the thighs. Just feel the spine on the breath in, lift the body, lengthen forward and dropping down. Then walk the hands up. We're going to cross the ankles and we're going to come into child pose. So extend the arms forward. If you want to go into traditional balasana, the arms by the side of the body and the knees tight close, please do. Otherwise, knees can be nice and wide, big toes touching. And just feel the arms reaching forward, forehead to the earth. And maybe just gently rock from side to side. So as we rock the forehead from side to side, the body kind of rocks as well. We can keep the palms connected to the earth, fingers spread nice and wide. And just come back to our intention, our affirmation, as we connect to this third eye, our instincts, our intuition. What do we most need from this practice? We may want to stay with what we had before. We might find something else just for a moment. Tune into your body and all the layers of the body. So not just the physical body, but also the emotional body, the thinking mind body, and also the energy body. So what do we most need? And we're going to just make sure the hands as far forward as possible, out towards the end of the mat. Slowly lift the bottom up, rounding up. So we're going to come, oh, that's my food delivery. We're going to come into cat-cow. So really slowly, tuck the tail under and move bone by bone, really slowly. Thank you. So see if we can slow it down to really tune into each vertebrae in the spine. Breathing out. Maybe it feels a nice idea as we curl the spine under, we tuck the tail under, start to engage all those locks, those bandha locks. So the tail tucks under, the mulla bandha, the base bandha, tummy button drawing in, Uddiyana bandha, and then the chin comes to the chest, Jandhara bandha. So feel the energy in the body, pause. When it feels nice to release, the tail soften up, tummy soften, and lift the ears away from the shoulders. Breathing and moving as one. If it feels healthy to do so, there's no eye problems, blood pressure problems, we're feeling okay. You can always pause the breath and just feel the energy vibrating in the body. But just going with your instincts, what feels good. If it feels nice to just circle the body like we're in a barrel, dropping the tummy down over to one side, lifting, arching round. So moving instinctively, tuning into the energy body here. So feel around the tummy, the sacrum, that flowing female energy, or water element, that nice warm orange. Feel that flowing. Let the body move in any way that feels good. Anytime we want to change and go into child pose and let the body have a nice rest, please do. Changing direction as well. And then we're going to just tuck the toes. I'm going to push the bottom back. Let the body rest on the thighs. Going to come into down facing dog and Mukha Shavasana. Fingers spread nice and wide. Feel the palms of the hands suck into the earth. So we lift the energy through the palms. That has found the connection. Rising for the arms. Shoulders roll away from the ears. Tummy's drawing in to protect the spine. And we can stay with the body resting on the thighs to find that length in the spine. Most important thing, to find that nice long length in the spine. So all the energy in the body, all the chakras can Move freely. And then we're going to drop the knees down as we inhale. Just feel nice calf. The tummy drops, ears lift from the shoulders. And again, any problem with our back, maybe don't drop the tummy down. Keep a nice neutral spine, maybe. That might feel healthier. And then on the exhale, we're going to push the bottom back so the body comes on the sides, lift the knees into downward facing dog. So we're going to move and inhale back down, knees drop down. So in your own breath rhythm, inhaling into calm, lift the ears from the shoulders. Exhaling back to down dog. So we might find as we move through our downward facing dog and our cow pose, but we might want to start to lengthen as we push back into downward facing dog. We might start to feel we want to lengthen the legs a little tiny bit, but just being aware of the spine, we still want a nice long straight body, shoulders still rolling out. Use all the fingertips and all the paddy part of the thumb, ground into the earth. Maybe just bend one knee and just pause here, maybe if one leg a little bit longer, feel that we need bend, and just take the weight onto that side. So I've got my left leg long, and so I'm going to put the weight onto my left hand and left leg. And then change, so bend the left knee, taking it over to the right. So the weight comes onto the right foot and onto the right hand. So just moving again, as long as it feels good for you. If it feels good, we can take both heels towards the earth. So we can inhale forward into plank, exhaling back to downward facing dog. So don't go too far back, isn't good. Keep that bend in the knees to soften the back. Only come forward into plank if it feels a good idea. You can always drop the knees into half plank and then push back to down dog. We're going to drop the knees and we're going to come into chair just for a moment to release the wrists. Let the spine be resting on the thighs maybe this time, so we have a nice supportive place for the back to relax. We can just wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Take a few breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling. Then let the hands slide forward. Bring the forearms to the earth, inside the fingers, going to come into dolphin. So we're going to come up onto our knees, tuck the toes, and lift the bottom. So again, it's a nice long straight spine, knees bend as much as we need. So we can either stay nice and long, still, just pushing the head back between the upper arms. So if you're wondering how wide the elbows would be, if you did come back down, you want to be able to hold the upper arms and then bring the hands together. And then we lift up. So it's much stronger on the shoulders, but it gives the wrist a little rest. So we can stay with the bottom nice and high. Again, the long spine, shoulders rolling away from the ears. We feel the upper arms rotating away. Tummy button still drawing in. We can even pedal the legs, again, just to feel a nice stretch in the calves, in the back of the thighs. Either stay nice and still or on the breath in, we can come forward, head towards the hands or past the hands, and exhale, pushing back. It depends how our body's feeling. Still's probably better for our back. It's quite strong on our back, coming forward. Tummy still drawing in. Exhale, pushing back, bottom high. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. So doing one more if you like. I'm going to drop down onto my knees and I'm going to come back into child pose. Relax, and then with the arms by the side of the body, just let the shoulders relax. Let the arms by the side of the body, just wiggle the shoulders and just release. A couple of breaths in and out. Just loving our bodies, what it can do in a healthy and safe way.